Fuck off me. Yeah, T. I'm gonna have to go the right stick route when driving. And I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of dudes be doing too. They
This
drive.
place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
It's like, it's even worse when you know it's the last
game. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Oh.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10.
That's his game. I forgot to go buy my ruffles.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Whoa.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3.
That's third
down.
We lost.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't get around to finish this one.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah, but would you rather Donovan Mitchell?
And Tyler Lydon.
First of all, I brought that name out the woods. He said, who the fuck is that? He don't know who that is.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That was the reason why y'all didn't fucking win.
In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, okay.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Winning what? More games, or?
Very good return that time.
We're not talking about titles.
18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
I don't know. Yeah, some of that shit on inside the NBA was laughable. It's like, yeah, the Nuggets are the number 2. It's like, yo, we played 4 games. They played two of the worst teams in the league. Calm down. Yeah.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10.
A team that plays defense
about the 32.
Early on? Yeah.
Shotgun now for
And I want to know how long y'all defense is going to hold up.
Yo, every single fucking time. Oh my God.
I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Touchdown, but a fucking holding penalty.
So
oh my God, man.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Y'all play too fast with pace for y'all defense.
At the 23. Give him 2 yards on that play.
I'm thinking Utah's probably going to be the top defensive team in the league. Weren't they last year, or no?
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Let's go.
Was it the Warriors?
Boston?
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Boston does play a slower pace, even though they have the athletes to run.
Pressure.
It seems like they're predicated to half court.
Going forward, and that time they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember,
their half court execution.
Quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Oh my goodness.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something
Okay,
here.
Only OKC had Brad Stevens.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah,
the beauty of being able to play a zone defense.
Yeah, they lost.
You can sit back and see the ball coming out.
Was it Billy Donovan's first year? I was like, okay, maybe all right, he's got a seat up under them. Maybe he'll be better in the clutch or whatever. And then,
what
a thing! It's just a team of throwing up wild shit.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
You got Mitchell.
Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to.
I mean, Eagles is a good
early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know
that's his MO. That was the main reason. I don't remember. That's the big reason why you hated the trade. Because a guard that can play defense.
But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
They run it with McCammon. And he'll push this
forward. They were looking pitiful.
Yeah, Terry Rozier had to learn how to fucking score.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the
they
guy
still weren't that
football.
good offensive.
But these short runs,
especially outside
they
of
still
Boston,
pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. On paper, it doesn't. I mean, like, just looking, it doesn't. But it was like, I make sense. I didn't know Covington was that good at defense.
I didn't know that either. Like,
because every time I saw them, I just was blinded by a bunch of talent on the floor throwing up the craziest shots.
You actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo.
I mean, granted, they just don't have dynamic playmakers that can turn you over, but they still have good.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb
and DeJounte Murray is a really good defender, especially because he's length.
Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they would have been crazy.
Garoppolo again here,
and they would have been able to score?
Well, flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
There's no ground.
Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Man,
and accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Bro, I didn't know the Rockets were so flagrant last year that they shot more threes.
So now it's 3rd and long.
That's
remember,
crazy.
They also lose it down on the grounding call.
And they died by the 3. There, you know the phrase.
11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Josh Jackson. I would like to let you.
Here's Bradley Pinion now.
Can you learn
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Aha.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep
Every
inside their own
time
territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general
yeah.
rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball just a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. Under a heavy rush, pitch, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Of course it was a white dude. I knew it, but I just wanted to make sure before I put
on second down, here's Rodgers.
You wounded 4 officers and live? All right, man.
And this is incomplete.
I pressed the wrong button. What the hell?
Really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It was like, damn, come on. You get choked out for selling cigarettes.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
No!
Escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you.
That was risky. Oh, my goodness.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Oh, my goodness.
21. Yes!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Man, come on.
Tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right.
Oh, my goodness,
he's not one of the
man.
more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
Man.
And is Kittle.
Oh my goodness, man.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
He crosses or the damn level wide corner shit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I don't want downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because
Holding.
Really well, but he
Stop
equally as well,
fucking
as pass
holding.
I think he's going to be special.
Fucking. God.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45.
And he gets injured.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
That's a pick.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Yo, what?
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Everybody on my team getting a Bruce Turner.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking deep for Adams.
Let's go.
It's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's fine, yeah.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That son of a bitch.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He finds McKinnon complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Yo!
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Don't put the points on the board just yet.
Oh my God! You've got to be shitting me!
Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here again is McKinnon. And some room to roam now. 20. Touchdown.
Oh.
Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
Oh, my God, man. These fucking holding penalties.
Kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
319.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding again.
Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now 1st and goal, expect them attack.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a nice spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Holding penalty on him. Shit.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down.
He should have fumbled there.
For a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kenny Clark able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched
I don't know what that was, but
in the past, the biggest teaching point,
whatever,
get your head
man.
around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, now Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And some space here.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a handoff looking right. A strong running. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Oh my God, I hate this game. Oh my goodness, I hate this fucking game. Oh my goodness.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on
This
first
is
down.
bullshit.
Rodgers now throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Day in there to get number 6 for him on the year.
This game is a fucking joke.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Unfucking believable.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, they keep pace in the playoffs.